Trump's strike on Venezuela, oil, war, and what-ifs. Welcome to Global Flashpoint, the podcast that dissects breaking geopolitics, hidden agendas, and the paths to potential catastrophe. I'm your host, Billy John, and today, January 3, 2026, we're diving headfirst into the chaos unfolding in Venezuela. Explosions rock Caracas, Maduro's government points fingers at the U.S., and President Trump has reportedly greenlit strikes without a whisper to Congress. Is this about oil? Could it drag us into World War III? And what if free energy tech had changed the game? Strap in. This is happening now. Let's set the scene. Early this morning, loud explosions echoed through Venezuela's capital, Caracas, with reports of low-flying aircraft and power outages in southern areas. Reuters.com. The Venezuelan government quickly denounced it as military aggression by the United States, claiming attacks in states like Miranda, Aragua, and La Guaira. TheGuardian.com. Smoke columns rose, and President Nicolas Maduro declared a state of emergency, rallying supporters and calling for UN intervention. France24.com. U.S. media outlets, including CBS, report that Trump authorized these land strikes just days ago, marking the first known direct assault on Venezuelan soil. DW.com. Trump himself tweeted about hitting a dock in Venezuela, escalating tensions that have simmered since his threats against Maduro. ABCnews.go.com. On X, users are buzzing. Posts describe the strikes on army bases, with some joking about Venezuela's alliances but others warning of broader fallout. At Gorbaniniak, now, the big question, why? Critics are screaming it's all about oil. Venezuela sits on the world's largest proven oil reserves, over 300 billion barrels. With global energy prices spiking amid Middle East tensions, the U.S. under Trump has ramped up energy dominance rhetoric. This isn't new. Trump has long-eyed Venezuelan oil, once calling for intervention to secure it from socialist mismanagement. But is this theft? Maduro's regime has cozy ties with Russia, China, and Iran, nations that could see this as a direct challenge to their investments in Venezuelan petroleum. At Gorbaniniak, if the U.S. installs a puppet government, American firms like Exxon could swoop in, echoing historical interventions like Iraq. It's Resource Wars 2.0. Adding fuel to the fire. Trump bypassed Congress entirely. No war powers resolution debate, no authorization, just executive action. This echoes past presidents stretching their authority, but in a polarized D.C., it's sparking impeachment talks already. Legal experts argue it's unconstitutional, potentially setting a precedent for unchecked presidential power. If Congress pushes back, we could see domestic turmoil mirroring the international one. But could this tip us into World War III? Absolutely plausible. Venezuela isn't isolated. Russia has military advisors there, China funds infrastructure, and Iran swaps oil for arms. At Gorbaniniak, a full invasion, hinted at in X spaces discussing overnight ops, might provoke proxy responses. Imagine Russian hypersonics in the Caribbean or Chinese blockades in the Pacific. With ongoing Ukraine and Taiwan flashpoints, this could ignite a multi-front global conflict. X users are already speculating. Trump's invasion spaces are trending, with fears of escalation dominating. At Exit Strategic, here's a wild, what if we had free energy, maybe none of this happens. Conspiracy theorists point to suppressed tech like Nikola Tesla's wireless power or zero-point energy devices, allegedly hidden by big oil and governments to maintain fossil fuel dependency. Imagine abundant, clean energy, no need to invade for oil, no resource wars. Venezuela's reserves become irrelevant, Maduro's leverage crumbles peacefully, and Trump focuses on tariffs instead of tomahawks. Free energy could rewrite geopolitics, preventing bloodshed over black gold. Folks, this Venezuela strike is a powder keg. Oil greed, unchecked power, and alliance dominoes. World War III isn't inevitable, but it's closer today. Stay informed, question the narratives, and let's hope cooler heads prevail. Thanks for listening to Global Flashpoint. Drop your thoughts on X or our site. Until next time, watch the skies.